Friends, welcome. Today, we are going to study the meaningful story of the famous writer that is Ruskin Bond. The name of story is The Thief's Story. About the story. The Thief's Story, written by Ruskin Bond. The narrator of the story is a thief. He has narrated this story. He has shared his encounter with a kind person, Anil, who has changed his life. This story tells us how love and kindness can change a thief or a criminal. Read the following incident and think on it. Lokesh had always been a class topper in tests and examinations. However, invariably, he used foul means during exams to gain those high marks. Once, on the day of history examination, Lokesh realized that his classmate and friend Farhan came all prepared for maths instead of history. Farhan had become desperate. So Lokesh offered to let him copy from his answer sheet, since Farhan sat just behind him. Farhan refused. He said, "It's alright even if I get a 0, but I can call it my own 0. I do not want to score a single mark, unearned. Cheating in exams is for cowards. Not me." These words were a turning point in Lokesh's life. He gave up cheating forever. He worked hard for what he desired and never, ever used false measures to acquire anything. In the given story, which words, phrases can be replaced by the following ones? Summary of the story. In this story, there are two main characters. The thief. Who is the narrator of the story? He is 15 years old. Anil, who is a youth of 25 years and a struggling writer. He is kind, considerable and sympathetic person. One day Anil was watching a wrestling match where Hari, narrator, tries to get into conversation with him and finally wins Anil's confidence. The thief joins with Anil in a view to rob him. He finds his master a saintly person and of a trusting nature. So, he thinks he will be an easy victim. He joins him as a cook but does not know how to cook. Anil, being a kind person, teaches him how to cook, and he even teaches him how to read and write. Anil never questions the thief about his purchases he makes. The thief became very fond of his master's goodness and nobility. One day, Anil came with a wad of notes, 650 rupees, and kept it under his mattress. The thief watches this clearly, and is tempted to steal his money. He becomes successful in his operation, and runs away. He goes to the railway station and wants to board the Lucknow Express. But his conscience and his feeling of gratitude brings him back to Anil. He feels ashamed of his act. Anil knows about the whole act, as the notes were still wet from last night's rain, but he doesn't give any expression that he knows about it. The thief knows that he has betrayed his master's trust, but Anil never made any issue out of it. This sympathetic attitude of Anil had a great impression on the thief. So the thief changes into a good man. So, friends, we learn from this story that how love and kindness can change a thief or a criminal. Marginal questions. At what is the narrator quite successful? The narrator is quite successful at stealing. Why does the narrator change his name every month? The narrator changes his name every month to fool the police and former employers. What favors did Anil do for the narrator? Anil employed him as a cook and offered a shelter. What proves that the narrator still practiced deceit? The narrator cheated while buying the day's supplies. What could have caused the scars on Hari's face? Being a thief, Hari could have got into quarrels and fights. Why did Hari hesitate to board the train? Hari hesitated to board the train because he realized that he was deceiving Anil and he would also lose something precious. Why did Hari believe that friends were more trouble than help? Because he was a thief. In his line of work, friends would give out his whereabouts to the police or they would make trouble for him to save themselves. What is face reading? Face reading is an observation of expression and emotions on the face of the person and interpreting it. What were Hari's regrets as he pondered over his theft? That he could not cook Anil's meals. He could not learn to write whole sentences. He would not become a big and respected man. Does Anil realize that he has been robbed? Yes, Anil realizes that he has been robbed. Why did Hari give a genuine appealing smile? Because he was regretted of his action. He was asking forgiveness for what he had done. Workshop. Complete the web diagram. Anil's virtues. Helpful. Easygoing. Kind-hearted. Forgiving. Simple. Kind. Compassionate. Pleasant. Hari's vices. Insert the appropriate phrases in the sentences. Find from the text the collocation for the following. Strayed dog. Educated or greedy man. Ticket office. Walked slowly. Light drizzle. Whole sentence. High or low spirits. Complete the compound words from the story. Oil rich. 50 rupees. Easygoing. Clock tower. Moonlight.
Pick out the examples of code mixing, that is Indian words used in English. Bazaar. Maidan. Pajamas. Jamuna sweet shop. Lucknow Express.
So friends, we have studied the thief's story. Hope you enjoyed it.